And hey, I'm Sean. How are you all doing today? Hope you're having great days or had a great day, depending on what your time is, where you live. So, we've finished Secret Orders and we're about to do the Doomsday device, which is a very interesting episode where we run into an old friend, shall we say. So, we just collect our reward from the last mission. Now we've got a choice of consoles here, so if we check which one we need, here we go. We need an engineering because we got a space for one of those. So let's pick up engineering console. Doesn't really matter too much what it is. We need to fill those gaps in.
Admiral Quinn says you're the right officer for this job.
And there we go. Spock has told us congratulations. We're now at Lieutenant Commander rank 2. Of course, we're aiming to get to Commander. If you look along the top here with our grey and gold bars, or silver and gold, we can see we're getting there pretty quickly now. So our next mission, Doomsday device, will pick that up.
Starfleet intelligence needs your help.
And again, I'm not going to go through and read all this. This is for you guys to do in your own game. And we're going to get certain rewards, of course.
Admiral Quinn says you're the right officer for this job.
And that's our posh Commander Burgess again. Oh, we love him. So now we've gone through menus and all sorts of things, so I'm not going to explain everything as we go along unless it's something quite new. Don't forget our daily tasks. Check our purchase skills button here. We've got a space point. And so we'll add that to whatever we desire to do. Now this was a mission, a side mission that we did in the last video. We're not going to do it again. We don't need to. What we actually need to do is to find out where the next mission is. And here it is. So we'll just set autopilot to take us there. Meanwhile, we'll check out some other things. Is there anything in the inventory that is useful to us? Let's have a little look-see. What did we get? Now we've got a engineering seeker drone Mark IV kit module there. Just to make sure we don't already have one. So look, we can pop that on. And now we have another added bonus to our kit, which is a seeker drone, which will be really cool when we actually go down to the planet. We have some more Mark IV armor. We don't need it ourselves, but let's just have a look at our guys, who could do with a bit of an upgrade. And I think that Tamet can have that one. There we go. And she's taken off for number 2. Make sure nobody is stuck on number 1. No, they're not. So we will just right click and get rid of that by salvaging it or discarding it to get a bit more excuse me, a bit more energy credits, which is our in-game money. This is the lockbox. We'll deal with how to use that a little bit later. Remember, we need a key to open that. Also, for our ship, we can pop our new console on there. As you can see, the one we have gives us some +5 damage resistance, and so does this one. So altogether, we'll end up with what's that? +12.5. So it's all good. Pull the batteries over, and there's nothing else we can use at this stage. So here we are. We need to go to this planet, and it looks to me like it's on the other side of the sun. So let's hop around and have a look. There we are. We can, here you see we've had two options. We've got patrol the Donia system or to do the Doomsday device. The Donia system patrol will be a bonus side mission. So let's knock that one on the head because we may get some boosters or add-ons, weapons, or at least upgrade experience points before we do the Doomsday device, because that will give us some bonuses there. Generally, side missions like this patrols are either fixing satellites or basically destroying enemy ships that are in this region. So here we are, we've got some Gorn hiding out in here, so we have to fly around and kill them basically. So that's what we're going to do. So one of our favourite things to do is to shoot Gorn down. Here they are, there's three of them. Again, the Gorn are not too hard. These are only level 1 Gorns. Should be able to dispatch them fairly quickly. A lot of the controls actually, the targets are not too hard to bring down. There we go, we've managed to get some upgrades to our kits and stuff that we can't use at the moment, as we found out in the last mission. We are not at a high enough tech level, but we will be. A lot of the patrols actually become available again after a certain period of time, so you can keep popping in and out if you've got nothing else to do. At the moment we've got missions all over the show, so we won't be doing too many repetitive missions here. Another 3 frigates over here, we'll go take them out. We've had some magnesite to scan, but we'll take the ships out first. As I say, we'll single this one out. If we can actually single one out, all the better. Doesn't always last very long, but we've got a couple of shots in. Now we have to take out 5 lots of enemies. We've only done 2. These 2 groups here could actually be 2 separate groups, or maybe the one big group. I suspect it'll be 2 separate groups. And while you're doing lower level enemies and they're in these patrols, you can have a bit of fun with it. Play around with all your buttons, zoom in and out. Play around with your camera if you like. Maybe you're even recording what you're doing.
Target's shields have failed.
We tracked onto this one, stop him getting away. The other one was playing the slippery eel with us. So let's just hang on to him.
Target's shields have failed.
So yeah, there's another group, 2 groups to go. And here they are. Excuse me. So some of the patrols are quite repetitive in that you're just shooting and killing things, but it's all good. It's all points, XP, and energy credits.
Target's shields have failed.
And one more group to go. We've got another accolade there, so that's really cool for us. Yippee! And off we go to get these frigates over here. We'll come back for that gas afterwards.
Target's shields have failed.
Notice we're being hit fairly often by these ships and not actually causing us any damage.
Target's shields have failed. Target's shields have failed.
Okay, so that's a 5 of 5. We'll just scan this gas. Now we want to pick up these drops as well, so we'll stay in the system, pick them up, and there we go. Well, while we're here, before we depart the system, we're in safe space at the moment, so we can go into our inventory and look at our ship and find out, did we get anything useful? Well, we got some batteries there. We'll pop that on. We've got a plasma turret, which is not as good as things we already have, so we can actually salvage that. And we've also picked up a science console, but it's not as good as the one we have, so we'll get rid of that as well. This time I'll discard it. We'll get more energy credits. Just to show you there's two ways of doing things. One is to discard, one is to salvage, where you, as I say, get components to make things in research and development, which we'll maybe look at after this video, because we may be able to do it, but for now let's just concentrate on what we're doing. Now here we see we've picked up a, or we've still got this green level science console, which is only a Mark II, and the Mark IV common item is a better item, so we're going to leave that on our ship. So we're going to depart now, which will allow us to do our proper mission. Call one. So, begin Doomsday device.
We're counting on you.
Everybody always is, and that is cool. Here we see, I'll just scroll down to the green, you're going to read it, no doubt. Disable a Klingon ship. And there's quite a lot of them up here to the left of us. We click on one, we can find out it's a level 1 ship. They're all level 1, so it shouldn't be too hard for us. But again, we don't want to just go gung-ho right into the middle. We'll see if we can pick one off. It's unlikely. Let's see how we get on. So this is our closest one over here to the left. We'll give it a blast. And so far it's the only ship shooting at us, which is pretty cool. That's not going to last too long. So we'll take this out as quickly as we can.
Target's shields have failed.
Now this one happens to be a level 2, so it's taken a little bit longer, but it will still go down. Now our left shield is actually failing, so we're going to turn the other way.
Target's shields have failed.
And just wait for that shield to come back up. We can click on the little button here and it'll send more power to it, which means it'll regenerate a lot quicker.
Four shields failing.
Got it. Now we're picking up quite a few of these lock boxes. As I say, we need keys for these. I'll show you what we can do if we don't need these lock boxes later. Now this station here actually has some turrets on it, but we want to get rid of the ship first.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Actually, looking down, it looks like they could be ships in a space dock, so we'll have a look.
Shields have failed.
Sometimes if they are actual ships that are in a dock, you want to go in and get them first so that they do not leave the dock and join in the fight. And yeah, they are indeed. So we could have come here and got rid of these. These ones don't look like they're in a hurry to leave the space dock, so that wasn't a problem for us. It'll just depend on the mission. Sometimes you're going to need to come in and deal with these guys pretty quickly while they're still waiting to get into space or into your sector so that they can join in the attack.
Target's shields have failed.
And as they're not trying to get us at the moment, we'll just fly around a little bit slowly, have a look at the station, have a look at the ships in the dock. She's a tough cookie. She doesn't want to go that one, so let's head back round and finish her off. Here we go, getting close, and fire a few torpedoes at it. That should finish it off. Got some pretty strong shields there. She is really hanging on. Does not want to go. Not a problem. They will go eventually. I'm just going to kind of park here and keep shooting at it. It's being a bit of a pain. You can see the shields are starting to regenerate from time to time. She is being tough. This is very unusual. I might leave her and go and destroy the other one because she is so low and on the zero. It's pretty dead anyway. So let's get the hell out of here and go and hit the next ship along. Oh no, she is again only running shields. Now let's have a look what this ship is.
Whatever you need, sir.
All right, it looks like we cannot actually destroy them. Now we've gone around the outside, looked at them all. We told something else that we're actually going to need to board the Targ.
How can I help you?
So we need to secure the engineering deck, and if we look on our map here, it's just to our right. We've got targets in front of us. We are alone at this stage. We did not beam across with our away team, and that's okay as well. We'll take these guys out. And we notice there are already some security teams here. Now our mission is to secure the engineering deck, so we will need to just kill everyone who's here. Obviously pick some stuff up as you go past it if it's not going to affect you too much. Now this deck is secure, so we're on to the next part, which is to go to the bridge. We'll just have a scan while we're safe, see if there are any building components here, and there are, so let's go and pick them up.
Whatever you need, sir.
Now here, remember, we managed to pick up a seeker drone, so we can actually use this. This particular one only lasts for 60 seconds, but we'll just click on it and have it fly around near us and help us out. Here we go, look, there he is. Our little buddy will come with us, or will even just fly off on his own in a larger area and hunt the enemy down.
Captain's personal log. I have been betrayed by my first officer, a man I considered my friend, Kavok. Why? He and a group of traitors tried to take the ship. Kavok is the only survivor. There is also evidence that Kavok sent a coded message to Federation space. I do not understand why a warrior I have trusted with my life would do this. He tried to explain, but I do not need to listen to the words of a traitor. Let him rot in the brig. Ambassador Bavat has ordered me to bring him to the Imaga system for questioning. Kavok will die screaming. It is not an honorable death, but it is the one Kavok deserves.
All right, so we know Kavok is in the brig, and we are told to go to the brig, so let's head that way. Now we have options. See, we can go to the brig or engineering. Sometimes it'll be 3 or 4 decks we can go to. We only need to go to the brig, so we'll select that option, and we're in the brig. So now we need to find Kavok and have a little chat with him.
You are my enemy, but today you are my only hope. I will redeem my honor.
Again, you can go through his storyline of what's going on. I'm not going to spoil that for you, so we'll just go down to the green one.
Help me. Repair this ship and we will fly it to Imaga together. Then we can disable the energy drain so your fleet can enter. With your help, we can destroy the Doomsday machine and end the threat to your Federation.
Now, this is going back to the original series, and we'll be very aware of what the Doomsday device is and what it can do. If not, you are in for a nice surprise. So we need to go back to the bridge. And contact Starfleet to tell them what is going on.
Do what you think is best. It's risky, but Kavok may be our best chance to stop Bavat and this planet killer. I'm notifying all available ships to change course for Imaga. Once the energy drain is taken care of, they'll move in to support you. I don't need to tell you how important it is to stop the Doomsday machine before Bavat can use it to attack populated worlds. Millions of people are relying on you to save them. I know you can do it. Good luck.
So no pressure.
Yes, Captain? Understood. I'll join you shortly.
Now you notice in those cutscenes your character doesn't actually have a voice. This is because I think it's easier for the game mechanics. You could be a male, a female, an alien, and they don't want to ruin your view of how your character would speak or what accent he would have. So that's for you to decide.
I'm monitoring communications from the planet. They're not calling for ships, so either they haven't noticed us, or they think we're supposed to be here. We're safe for now, but that could change.
So we're with Kavolk in the Klingon bird of prey. So the other Klingons here,
We need
with a
to
bit of
scan
luck,
one of the
will think we're
generators
one of them.
maintaining the energy drain to get...
And there's our generator in our green circle there. Actually, you can see it right here. Sometimes on the game, when things are in the distance, you'll see little shining light as well, like a beacon that is actually on that object. It makes it easier to find.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
I think we have been found out. Now,
Target shield has failed.
let's see how we are one-on-one with ships of a similar size. When we're flying a different ship, like this one, we've been allowed to fly it, or we have to fly it for the mission. Not all of our options may appear because they're not, for instance, the consoles don't exist on this ship, so we can't use them.
Target shield has failed.
These particular ships seem to have some full stealth on them, so it makes it hard for us to see them, but we can find them. And with auto target running, as long as we click fire weapons, that'll help us find them as well. So, okay, I think we've dealt with those ships. We can come back and scan the generator again.
Drones? Ah! Bavat must have upgraded the security. Scanning the generators now. I have the data. We will need to load the control program into all 3 generators. After that, we can change the command codes from a terminal on the planet's surface.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
So those drones, or whatever it was, were dealt with pretty quickly. On to the third one. And again, take time to look at your ships and the beautiful way that they're crafted. There's no rush to do these missions. Enjoy yourselves. Don't rush through, as we've said before, to try and get to that level 65 or to get that better ship. Enjoy the moment. Alrighty. There we go. It's thrown up there. We'll take it out. Now, notice sometimes we cannot do things while under attack because we cannot multitask in space. So we can try and upload the command program, and it failed because we are being attacked there. So hunt down the enemy. If it looks like you've got them or they're not attacking you, then you can do your interaction with your object.
The generators are under our control now, but your ships won't be safe until we lock Bavat and his forces out of the command consoles. I've equipped your away team with holoprojectors, and they're ready for the mission. And Captain, remember that you're a Klingon now. Try not to look too out of place.
So we're going to take our away team down, but we've got holoprojectors, so we're going to look like Klingons. So we need to act like a Klingon too.
The objective here is simple. Find a control console and change the command codes. Then Bavat won't be able to stop us from shutting down the energy drain. There are 2 consoles. The Alpha console is staffed by an officer who might be willing to negotiate. The Beta console, let's just say that Commander Talk prefers fighting to talking. The soldiers here shouldn't challenge you, but be careful of the Targs. The holo emitters won't fool them. I have another task to complete. Meet me back here when you are done with the command codes.
Alrighty, so we've got our mission here, and it's to locate the consoles, Alpha and Beta, and interact with them. We're going to our big map. Scroll out a bit, or in a bit we should be able to find them. But we are, yeah, there we go. One on the back of each building here. Makes no difference which one we do first, but we do have to get up top. So we'll go to the right and take out this console first. Now there are some warriors here. We don't want to attack them. We're meant to be one of them. So we should be able to just get past, no problem whatsoever. And don't forget, it's the Targs we have to watch out for. They're the things that are going to attack us. They will sniff us out and realise we are not Klingons. There's a crate here which will give us something useful, no doubt, and it's given us some shield charges. I actually don't need them at this stage, but we'll leave them in our inventory and carry our merry way on up the hill. Kaplunk, officers. I know some of you will be speaking Klingon out there, so I'll allow you to talk to them in their own language. Up we go. It's a long way up the top. Now notice we have a new respawn point here. That means the chances are there's going to be a battle and we are going to get shot at, and if we die we'll end up back here, not all the way back down the hill where the ship was. Now you notice these have turned red. That means they are likely to attack us, but we don't have to run straight to them. We want to avoid the fight as much as possible because there are a lot of Klingons around. Pretty safe zone. We can pick up this material here. By now we should be getting better at using the waveform modulator there. Now, for some reason, it doesn't want us to go past here. I haven't worked out why yet. We are stuck. So let's see what's going on. Is it going to make us fight our way there, or is it going to let us move forwards? Interesting. Now, it could be a little blip in the system. It's definitely not letting us go that way. So what we're going to have to do is see if we can go around the outside in some way. Okay, so now we're being attacked. I figure the game wants us to get into some sort of fight. So we'll do that. We've been too clever in not getting involved. Round the outside we go. And hopefully we can go in the back. Otherwise it's a long walk back round, guys. And there are some more crafting materials on the other side of that wall, or the other side of that map at least. Make sure our crew are coming with us. I don't think I've ever been this way before, but it is going to let us, but it's not going to let us in. So we're going to have to go all the way back round to the front. And as I say, maybe the game actually wanted us to kill some Targ, because it hasn't let us move forward inside the courtyard there. So there you go. We've ran all the way around the outside. It's been interesting. Have a look around at the lovely scenery. Our crew have gone missing, but here they come. All right, so we're gonna have to fight our way in. I guess the game wants us to do that. So let's take out some Klingons. Now this will be the Targ handlers with the Targs that are actually finding us. We could now be in quite a battle with all of the other Klingons, and that's okay. Killing the enemy gives us XP points, and yeah, they may drop some boxes and stuff for us, as this one has here. We'll pick this up. Another bit of medicine. So now there's a lockbox here. If you're going to play the game and use lock keys, buy lock keys for the boxes, pick these up. If you're not, there's no point actually picking them up and putting them in your inventory if you're not ever going to use them. They have no value on their own as such. So I'm just going to leave that there, keep my inventory a little bit cleaner. Now, will it let us go through here? No, it won't. Now that's interesting. I don't think I've ever had that before. So what we're going to have to do is to try and work out what's going on. So maybe we're just going to kill all these Klingons and see if that is actually the issue. So we weren't supposed to do this, but we're going to, just to see if that's a way around this issue. Can we go through now? And yes, we can. Okay, so the instructions at the beginning not to get too involved unless their Targ wasn't exactly accurate. So now we decided we're going to take out anyone we need to.
Captain, I've been monitoring your progress from the ship. You are very close to one of the control consoles. There are Klingons where you need to go. You will either need to convince them to leave their post, or find other means of getting access.
And by other means, I believe it means killing them. So let's talk to this guy here.
The Empire will prevail. No one is allowed to use this console.
Death to the enemies of the Empire.
So he wants to fight us. That's fine. We can do that. Okay, so here we can find the console we need to use. This is beta. Very strange place to put a console in the middle of an open area, but hey,
I
the
see your
Klingons.
mission was successful. Excellent. Mine was as well. I have smashed the device that Bavat used to control his Doomsday machine. The planet killer is now as dangerous to him and his ships as it is to anyone else. You cannot control the storm, Captain. If you try, it will consume you.
So looking at our missions here, it says return to the ship. So we had an option then of doing one of two consoles. It really didn't matter which one we did.
Meet me back at the ship. There is still more to do before this dark day ends and my honor is restored.
So now we've got to get back to the landing site, to where we started. And we can look on our map to find out where that was. Straight ahead down this hill. Probably now we're going to be attacked by anything and everyone, but let's have a look and see if we can avoid that. And again, the game is being a bit sticky in places. Didn't let us go straight across. It's very unusual. But there's always a way around. So the game has multiple ways of doing things, and sometimes you just have to keep trying different options. Now we're heading in the wrong direction here, but that is okay. All roads lead to Rome, as they say. We can, if we want, hop over these little hills here. And actually not even follow the path down. We can just run through all these bushes and little valleys and stuff. What we don't want to do is run through a load of targ. That'll make it a little bit harder for us. So we'll get our drone out and our turret out, and that will help us immensely. Now we're in the firefight. We're going to need to not die. I didn't want to die, guys. Too busy talking. That is okay. That's fine. You're going to die eventually. So we've gone back to a respawn point. So now we can probably head in a much more direct line to get back to the ship. So here we go. And we're going to run down through all these bushes and stuff. Just because we can. It keeps us away from patrols and more targ. Our crew are coming with us. Now, you see here there's quite a slope down. You can get away with doing that sometimes, and sometimes it's not quite just a little slippery slope and you'll fall off, and again you can get killed that way or get seriously damaged, like down here. I'll just show you. Nope, we got away with that one, so that's okay. And it's been a much more interesting trip down than had we just followed the pathway. And over here is our ship, and that's where we need to be. We've managed to avoid lots of patrols. And we're back at the landing pad.
You? You stumbled into my trap in the briar patch like a blind Grishnar cat. And here you are again, luring Starfleet ships to my testing grounds. The Doomsday machine will destroy them. It will create glorious, endless war and strife. And it is all possible because of you.
No! I will not allow you to dishonor the Empire with your thirst for blood. We face our enemies as warriors, Bavat. We do not massacre innocents with machines of death.
There are no innocents. There are only the strong and the weak.
Are you strong enough to fight your own weapon? I have destroyed the device controlling the planet killer. No one is safe.
This isn't over. Warriors, attack! Joel, Ichu!
So there, we knew the attack was coming, so I backed off to a reasonable distance. We don't want to die anymore. We've got to keep an eye on our shields and health up in the left-hand corner here. Our crew there were very, very efficient, as was the seeker drone we put out and the mortar.
Captain, Klingon comm traffic just spiked. Bavat's forces have lost control of the Doomsday machine, and they are scrambling all available ships to try to stop it. I've been in contact with Commander Burgess. Now that the energy drain won't affect our ships, the Starfleet task force is inbound. We need to get back into space as soon as possible.
So yeah, as I was saying, little seeker drone here and the grenade launcher kind of helped my crew take out the bad guys there, so we didn't really have to get involved too much. Little drop box here. We'll pick that up, see what it is. It's a bit of wine. Again, that is something that will heal us. We can look around with our scanner. There are things around here, but they're back up the hill, and I don't want to do that while I take you through these missions. So we're
Captain,
just going to beam up.
Klingon comm traffic.
And there's obviously going to be a battle up here.
I see it. Bavat's planet killer is here. Maybe it has a weakness that we haven't found yet. We need to run a scan. Go to the navigation beacon. That should be close enough for the scan, but far enough away to keep us safe until help arrives.
Now, those of you old enough or who have watched the reruns will know that the Doomsday device is kind of like a 1960s Death Star. It can destroy whole planets, and we're going to have to stop it. So we need to go to this navigation beacon here so that we can scan the Doomsday device and see what's going on.
Structural integrity holding, sir. We're shook up, but we'll be okay. Captain, There's an unauthorized shuttle launch. It's Kavok. Hail coming in, sir. I'll put it on the main screen.
Stay where you are, Captain. I'll handle this.
Kavok, turn that shuttle around. You'll be killed.
My life is of no consequence, but my honor. No, I must do this. Destroying this abomination is the only way to redeem myself. Farewell, Captain. Koi keles puglod, koi
All together now.
pu yako matmo sheshuvi se machume mashu managit makochu nipe in majak wolf Valva hefej etjo kichtak valumati pupare mashutak kumame mashuta ma of.
I'm reading significant damage to the Doomsday machine, sir. But it's still active. Captain, we still have the Harpang torpedoes. They might be enough to finish the job. The machine's hull is solid neutronium, so targeting it won't help. We'll need to fly in front of the Doomsday machine and launch the torpedoes down that thing's throat. The fleet will be here to help distract it, but we need to be careful. If we're in front of it when it fires its anti-proton beam, we won't fare any better than that moon did.
Okay, so we have to launch some torpedoes right into the front of the Doomsday machine and make sure it's not firing at the same time because we will be taken out. And the one weapon we're going to use is the Harpang torpedoes, but we need to put them right in the hull. So what we need to do is watch the Doomsday machine here. If it starts to glow, it's about to fire. Like now, we need to be out of its firing arc, which is pretty much about 90, 180 degrees, maybe halfway round. Right, so while it's fired, take some time to come back. We need to actually get our ship and position it so we can fire right down the middle. It's not as easy as it seems, but we'll get where we can. Again, here she goes. She's going to fire. We need to get out of the way. Now, we don't need to worry too much about all these Klingon ships and the battle around us. The fleet's taking care of that. What we do need to do is to make sure we can get on target. Here we could slow right down here, fire them right inside. There they go. Get out of the way. It's going to take more than one. Notice at the top here it's now down to 80%. So we're probably going to need to do this 4 times, I imagine. And each time make sure we just stay out of the way when it is actually firing. It's a lot trickier than it seems, and it's probably looking like it's very tricky. And sometimes it speeds up really, really, really fast, which could be due to the pull of the shield around the Doomsday device. We're in serious trouble here. We are actually getting hammered by Klingon ships for not being defended very well. We also got in very close to the Doomsday machine. And I think you'll find yourself when you do this the first time, it is very, very tricky. Especially if, like me, you're getting too close. So here we go. We're going to try it from a bit more of a distance this time. We need to get out of the way of its firing arc. And back in we go. It's so very, very tricky. And possibly I'm not going to survive this. A little bit of fancy flying there. Now we can stay out here until our shields come back. Maybe try and take out some of the baddies. We're not getting very well protected here. Yep. So we're actually going to need, we're not getting enough protection from the fleet, so we're probably going to need to take some of these ships out. We'll give it another run without doing that. They're being a little bit more cautious this time. We're taking out some of these ships. Of course, there are a lot of them. They're level 3s. We shouldn't actually be able to withstand too much firepower from them. And yeah, we are going to struggle here to get another shot away. Let's see if we can before we die. And no, but we'll get away from that, the blast coming out of the Doomsday machine. Come straight round again. All right, now this could be a better run. No, it's moving, as you can see. The Doomsday machine actually turns as well and moves, so it's not just a sitting target. But we can sit right here now, see if we can get our weapons away. And get the hell out of dodge. Here we go again. We're surviving a bit better this time because some of the enemy ships have been taken out. Doomsday machine down to 40%. And of course we are in a little trouble here. Let's go to this particular mission. She's not that easy. She's down to 20%. We're going to need to hit her one more time. At this level, this is the hardest mission you will do. Probably for quite a while. This is the one that's a real problem mission at the lower levels. And what it does, it teaches you how to die really well. And as a Klingon, that's quite important. So let's see if we can get the last of these torpedoes down the hull, and we do. And the Doomsday machine is gone. So pretty scary ride there, guys, but you'll find it really, really hard to do that mission without dying, at least the first couple of times you do it. We even got killed at the end when we destroyed it because we were within the blast range. That's okay.
Captain, Commander Burgess is patching a subspace signal through to us. The message is from Kronos, sir. Routing it to the main view screen now.
The best thing you can do with that mission is get it out of the way.
Captain, my name is Kamen.
while the Empire realizes that you played a vital role in defeating a threat to both our worlds, I am afraid I must insist that you return the ship you stole immediately. I would not want to have to escalate this into something that we will both regret. The battle is over. We do not need to begin another.
It might be best to do what he asks, Captain. The fleet's in no condition for a prolonged fight, sir. And honestly, there's not much about the bird of prey specifications that Starfleet intelligence doesn't know already. We did what we came here to do. Let the Klingons have their little victory, and the fleet can take you and your crew back to your ship.
Sounds reasonable to me.
The important thing is that the Doomsday machine was destroyed. I'm sure Commander Burgess will want to congratulate you for a job well done.
Kvolk's loss is unfortunate, but he did what he believed he had to do. In the end, he died with honor. Fortunately, you were able to destroy the Doomsday device and end the threat of Bavat's weapons programs. We probably haven't seen the last of him, but at least now he's disarmed. At least as much as any Klingon, that is. And don't worry about having to return the IKS Targ to the Klingons. I don't believe that there's much about that class of bird of prey that Starfleet intelligence doesn't already know. If getting the ship back lets the Klingons think they won a small victory, I don't mind, and you shouldn't either. There are very few captains who can say they faced a threat like you did today and lived to tell the tale. Impressive work.
So that's a real shocker of a mission, and don't get frustrated and split the dummy if it takes you quite a long time to do it. It's a good lesson on finding out how limited the maneuverability of your ship is and how quickly things can come at you when you're trying to concentrate on one thing and their proverbial stuff is hitting the fans. And that's the way it is. This is, as I say, the most difficult mission you'll do for quite some time. So that was the Doomsday machine. Again, we'll collect our reward at the beginning of the next mission. And our next mission is going to be the Galaxy at Large, which is the last mission in the Klingon story arc. So then we'll move on to Romulans. So thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again really soon. In fact, if you're still watching or watching live, really soon will be in a few minutes, and we will carry on. So have a great day. If you're not carrying on watching, please subscribe or follow, depending if you're on YouTube or Twitch, and take care.